Well, hey everybody. Welcome to another episode of Taryn's Triathlon Time. So, I wanted to chime in today, this week, because we're in it now. A couple things happened this week that I feel like were some momentum shifting, very good signs that we're moving in the right direction. So sort of this period of lull, everyone laying low, I feel like we can kind of start to ramp it up a little bit. So the first thing is, triathlon related, heard official news from Ironman Oceanside, 70.3, that has been postponed. Great call, thrilled about that, definitely the right way to go. That was supposed to be March 27th, which that was way too soon. But the good news is Ironman let us know now, a couple days ago, versus St. Patrick's Day. So that's awesome. They did move the date to October 30th or something of this year, and it gave a few other options of deferrals. I decided to defer to La Quinta 70.3 because that is an awesome race in early December 5th, I believe. And I just feel kind of weird about racing in Oceanside in October. I don't know. That's just me. It's an early, typically it's a spring race, and racing there in October, I don't know. But I will definitely be there cheering, so if any of you do decide to race there, I'm sure it'll be awesome. And I'll be there on the sidelines, cheering my head off. On the grander life scale, COVID related and all that good stuff, is I received confirmation last night that all four of my parents, my dad and my stepmom, and my mom and my stepdad, have received their first vaccinations, which is such a great feeling. I'm just absolutely thrilled about that, which I'm sure all of us are that have close ones in our family. It's just a good feeling. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. And I do think, this time of year being early February, we made it through January, very long month. And of course, we're all in different parts of the country, different parts of the world. Thank you. If you're international watching this, I appreciate it. Dealing with different climates. Of course, right now we've had kind of a weird winter, if you will, in California so far. Sort of exciting. It's been warm, it's been windy, it's been rainy. Right now it's like ridiculously pleasant, so that's nice. I know most of the country has been just slogged with wind and snow and all of that, so my heart goes out to you guys. But I do think now is the time that we need to hustle and think about our goals the rest of the year in triathlon. Even if your early season races are not going to happen or going to get postponed, I do think things are looking good for the end of the year. And there is some stuff happening in Florida. Miami Challenge Miami's happening. And there's another race going on in Florida this weekend. So that's exciting. Like, things are going to pop up. But even regardless, even if your A race is in November or is in December or is this time next year, like if you're doing an Ironman this time next year, like if you're doing Ironman New Zealand or something like that, now is the time to get going. Now is the time to start preparing, because it takes a lot of time to get ourselves in that kind of shape and to deal with that sort of stress and all the other things that come along with like that sort of training stress when you really get into it. Figuring out your nutrition, figuring out your schedule, working in those kind of workouts around family and job stuff takes time to get used to. Working on your form when it comes to like running, like right now I'm working on that right now. We did this big this running streak, this 5K running streak in all of January during Biscay coaching, and it was like you had to at least run 5K a day. There are a couple times, of course, I ran more than that, but and that streak continues for some of us, so I'm still going. But it's a really good time right now to focus on run form and to focus on little tweaks like that. Start getting on the bike again, on your trainer, like outside whenever you can. Just get used to that feeling. Building up bike legs again. For me, that is like by far like my ultimate barometer. When I start getting in cycling shape, that's when like everything starts clicking in. So, but I get out of cycling shape kind of quickly. So these past few weeks actually have been just very consistent trainer rides and high cadence stuff, and getting all that back. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot right now, which is great because tomorrow is the first time in months that I'll be riding outside with friends and just really enjoying a real bike ride. I have a feeling it's going to be painful, but beautiful. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. And then also swimming. Of course, I mean, swimming is something, you know, someone like myself, like I cannot swim enough. I try to swim as much as possible. I'm in a very wonderful situation where I have an outdoor pool, so I can swim right now. I know we're all in different situations that way with pool availability. But if you can swim, if you do have access to a pool, really recommend everyone swimming right now as much as possible. That is something that, like, just, we can't swim enough. Like, that just translates so much to everything else also. You know, it builds your lungs for running and riding, even if you are a really good swimmer. If you don't feel like you're a great swimmer, the more time you put in the pool, the more your fitness will be better for the bike and run, because you'll have so much, you know, you'll feel great in the water, even if you're behind everyone getting out of the water, which is what usually happens to me. You've done so much swimming, you have such great swim fitness, you can take that and then just destroy everyone on the bike and the run. Anyhow, and also mobility things. Now's the time for sure to build in mobility into your daily routine, into your daily structure of workouts. That cannot be emphasized enough, and now's the time to build those habits. Like, if you don't want to be out, you know, if you can't run that much outside, 20 minutes or so, take that extra 10 minutes to foam roll, to do some stretches, to do some dynamic work. All that kind of stuff is so important, and that will build. So when the summertime comes, when things I think really will start to, like, genuinely open up, and most of us will be vaccinated, you'll be rocking and rolling and being ready to go, and you can actually hit the real hardcore training miles, and your body will have, like, a solid foundation to get to that point. So really want to encourage everyone, like, we're in the middle of the early February, and now's the time to hustle, to get going. Doesn't have to be a ton, of course, but just getting that consistency down every single day, building in those routines, it will pay off huge down the line when we actually do race, and also just daily, just getting a little something like that done. I think now now that we, I think, legitimately know that we can race, like, it isn't this big enigma, even though the specifics are still off, but, like, it will happen. Now we can really do that. So you will have a focus. There is a motivation to get there. There is a goal to reach. So anyway, those are my thoughts this week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you enjoy whatever you're going to do. I'm going to run outside tomorrow. I'm going to run around a track on Sunday and watch the Super Bowl. I really don't care who wins, honestly, but I'm rooting for the Chiefs.